Well, hello there, it's Greggy Soriano and welcome to a brand new episode of Be Kind and Bake for Someone. So today, we're going to create a cake that has a lush and abundant amount of beautiful flowers made out of wafer paper. It's going to have tons of movement and have a purplish reddish color scheme that is kind of Valentine's-y and a little bit vintagey. And I want to create tons of lines juxtaposed with different solid colors. We're going to add a terrazzo theme, which is my newest obsession. Without further ado, let's get to caking. Crumb coat and cool a 6-inch and 4-inch round cake at least 5 inches to 6 inches in height. After you cool it, run it past again with another coat to create a beautiful concrete texture. With a number 47 or basket weave tip in purple buttercream, pipe your way throughout the acetate in little tiles. Be sure to create some breather space and create different directions as you pipe each little tile. Do the same thing in gray. With a mini offset spatula in white buttercream, create splotches in between each of the spaces. With this technique, the white buttercream didn't show up that much, you'll see later on. However, I do touch it up with some white food coloring to make it stand out a little bit more. Set the strip of acetate in the freezer to harden up. Once your strip of acetate of buttercream has hardened up, spread a thin layer of mauve-colored buttercream right on top of the actual tiles that you piped. Be sure to avoid spreading it out too much, and you want to do this fairly quickly to avoid it from melting.
Like I love me, I guess I never loved you, and that's okay with me, 'cause someday I love someone like I love me, but I have to wait a little, and that's okay with me.
Quickly wrap the bottom tier of your cake with the acetate strip that you just spread out, and pull it really taut close together and clip it with binder clips.
I guess I never loved you, and that's okay with me.
Tidy up your board with an offset spatula and set it in the fridge to chill. Grab some wafer paper and luster dust mixed with just a little bit of vodka in mauve, purple, and red, and create some lines with a line brush. You could use a liner brush with a single strand, or you could use one of those brushes that have the multiple lines, just like this.
It's funny 'cause I got addicted to you when we were in love, and even though you broke it off, I struggle with it like you were a bottle of pills. I wish I could give in to my dependency, but I move on because I know what's bad for me. 'Cause seeing you means calling you means all over again.
I made some different types of ranunculus, some that are open, some that are a little bit more closed. I also made some wafer paper orchids as well. You could also do them in sugar paste or gum paste or fondant, any type of medium to create beautiful realistic type of flowers. Just create them and color them with some luster dust mixed with just a little bit of vodka. And I also use a dry effect where I actually dust them with the dust as well. I wanted to create a little bit more of a watercolor effect on these flowers, so I added just a little bit more vodka to create that watercolor effect. If you'd like a more intensive video tutorial on how to make these wafer paper flowers, or any type of other flower or detailed type of embellishment that I create on these cakes, please become a patron on my Patreon and support this channel. It would mean the world. Pass your striped pieces of wafer paper, whoa, that's a tongue twister, striped pieces of wafer paper in front of a steamer. And I just have one of these simple handheld steamers that you use for clothes. And I just pass it right in front of it to create a more flexible medium for me to fold up this fan. If you don't pass it through the steamer, it is really brittle and you'll create tears, so you really want to pass it through some steam. Fold it in half and cut it in an arch towards the fold. Fold it in an accordion pattern all the way up to the tip.
I don't like staying up and talking about your family till we fall asleep. I don't like that you know my order when we're out to eat and you pay for me. 'Cause I don't wanna be someone loving, looking dumb, but you don't care. You go on and make me feel things that I don't wanna feel.
Fold the entire piece together to create a crease. And then dampen it with just a little bit of water. Attach them together and open up your fan.
I don't like when you look at me directly in the eye with that perfect smile. And I don't like all the compliments you're always giving me. Is this even real? 'Cause I don't wanna be that girl falling hard and getting hurt, but you don't care. You go on and make me feel things that I don't wanna feel. So I get scared every time you open up, I'm shutting down. Every time you come in, I push you out. You're saying I don't want you, but you know I do. 'Cause I hate to love you, so I love to hate you. I love you, I hate you, I love to hate you. I love you, I hate you, I love to hate. When I say I don't like you, you know I like you. I do. And when I say I don't need you, I just mean I need to take my time with you. Every time you open up, I'm shutting down.
With some leftover pieces of striped wafer paper, cut them into leaves of different sizes. Cut up a small strip of some leftover scraps and then wet it and place it on top of the wire to attach it to the leaf.
I love you, I hate you, I love to hate you. I love you, I hate you, I love to hate you. I hate to love you, so I love to hate you.
Bend the wire on the leaf once it's dried to create some movement in an S-curve on the leaf. This gives it a lot more movement and life to the leaf.
Nobody's stealing covers. I like to drink to myself.
Now that your cake is completely cooled, remove the acetate from the cake. And there you have it, a terrazzo buttercream effect on the bottom tier of the cake.
I just want somebody to talk to. Someone that's
Grab a mini offset spatula and clean off the seams by scraping it off and creating a more seamless edge. Gild the unkempt edge, aka fault line, with edible gold. And touch up your terrazzo by adding just a little bit of gold pieces to it, as well as touching up the white and adding some more purple pieces to it if you'd like. You want to fill in the spaces, but still create breather space in between each tile as much as possible.
I just want somebody to talk to, someone that's on my mind. I want something that's cool, and it don't waste my time. Yeah, I just want somebody, just want somebody. I just want somebody to talk to, somebody to talk to. I wanna have somebody, wanna have somebody, wanna have somebody that's cool. I wanna have somebody, wanna have somebody, wanna have somebody.
Create a beautiful floral arrangement on the top tier of this cake. You want it to be voluminous in the center, and you want it to be gradiently less and more light towards the ends, with a lot of movement and flow throughout the entire arrangement. I hope that made sense to you.
Just want somebody. I just want somebody to talk to. Somebody to talk to. Yeah, I just want somebody. Just want somebody.
Finish off your cake board with some coordinating washi tape or ribbon. And there you have it, our purple and red terrazzo cake with a beautiful floral arrangement right on top. Thanks for watching.
Wanna have somebody, wanna have somebody that's cool. I wanna have somebody, wanna have somebody, wanna have somebody that's cool. I wanna have somebody, wanna have somebody.
Thank you all so much for watching me make my red and purple terrazzo cake. There's more terrazzo cakes to come. And I hope you enjoyed watching me make all the wafer paper flowers and doing the terrazzo technique again and creating a ton of texture. I'm very happy with how the arrangement came out on the top. I hope you guys like it too. If you'd like to get special perks like exclusive video tutorials on me making wafer paper flowers or BTS videos, secret recipes, and a ton of other fun gifts, please become a patron on my Patreon. It would be greatly appreciated if you supported this channel. Thank you all again so much for watching, and always remember to be kind and bake for someone. I'll talk to you later. Bye!